This is an audio version of the Sunday School lesson for December the 18th, 2022. Unity in the Body of Christ. Ephesians chapter 4, verses 1 through 16. New Living Translation. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you in advance for your support. Unity in the body of Christ. Ephesians chapter 4, verses 1 through 16. Keep in mind, for there is one body and one spirit, just as you have been called to one glorious hope for the future. There is one Lord, one faith, one baptism. Ephesians chapter 4, verses 4 through 5. Verse 1. Therefore, I, a prisoner for serving the Lord, beg you to lead a life worthy of your calling, for you have been called by God. Verse 2. Always be humble and gentle. Be patient with each other, making allowance for each other's faults because of your love. Verse 3. Make every effort to keep yourselves united in the Spirit, binding yourselves together with peace. Verse 4. For there is one body and one Spirit, just as you have been called to one glorious hope for the future. Verses 5 through 6. There is one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is over all, in all, and living through all. Verse 7. However, he has given each one of us a special gift through the generosity of Christ. Verse 8. That is why the scriptures say, when he ascended to the heights, he led a crowd of captives and gave gifts to his people. Verse 9. Notice that it says he ascended. This clearly means that Christ also descended to our lowly world. Verse 10. And the same one who descended is the one who ascended higher than all the heavens, so that he might fill the entire universe with himself. Verse 11. Now these are the gifts Christ gave to the church: the apostles, the prophets, the evangelists, and the pastors and teachers. Verse 12. Their responsibility is to equip God's people to do his work and build up the church, the body of Christ. Verse 13. This will continue until we all come to such unity in our faith and knowledge of God's Son that we will be mature in the Lord, measuring up to the full and complete standard of Christ. Verse 14. Then we will no longer be immature like children. We won't be tossed and blown about by every wind of new teaching. We will not be influenced when people try to trick us with lies so clever they sound like the truth. Verse 15. Instead, we will speak the truth in love, growing in every way more and more like Christ, who is the head of his body, the church. Verse 16. He makes the whole body fit together perfectly. As each part does its own special work, it helps the other parts grow, so that the whole body is healthy and growing and full of love. Thank you so much for listening. Join me soon for the next audio version of the Sunday School lesson. Stay safe.